Stand by, camera 1. They gotta give me a cue here. Stand by 1, cue air.
Kansas Governor Sebelius has found a way to help hurricane victims and it not cost a dime. Some local students get a lesson on drinking and driving, and it's for State Friday night. KOAM News at 10 is next.
Well, let's take VR.
Hi,
Very nice.
I'm Joe Naylor with the
Thank you. Camera 1's to zoom.
Attention to your symptoms, watch your lifestyle, and get check-ins.
Remind me.
Because at Bath Naylor and Frisco,
Sports, we're talking about sports. Stand by 8. Roll 8. Take it. That's cool.
2 Joplin firefighters head south to help hurricane victims. Some local doctors can't help on the Gulf Coast until they cut through the red tape.
Stand by VR.
And how this little girl's voice could help save the lives of some patients.
Roll it. Take VR. Stand by camera 1. Zoom. Cure.
2 Joplin firefighters are packed for a trip to the Gulf Coast. Good evening. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Rhonda Justice. Dow has the night off.
Clear.
Topping our first
Roll
7 minutes, there
Take
are
it.
1,000 two-person teams in a FEMA-sponsored program across the country. 2 Joplin men are one team. They will be there to help Katrina victims get back on their feet and say they'll do anything to help the people.
Stand by 6 by.
Jeff Turner and Mike Zimmerman will be gone for at least 30
Roll
days.
6. Take the bite.
I'm excited, a little nervous.
7 seconds, all we can. Take it out. 2. Stand by 2.
I'm going to try to help out all I can.
Cure.
The Joplin firefighters will be living in the same shelter conditions as hurricane survivors with limited amenities. Some 4-staters say they're frustrated with the way the government and FEMA have handled emergency management on the Gulf Coast.
Stand by for a
couple
7.
of doctors who are ready to go help are being told they have to
Roll
wait.
7.
Freeman's CEO says the doctors who volunteered will be needed, but probably not for a couple of weeks because of the red tape they go through. The doctors say they are frustrated, but understand providing medical attention is not something to go about lightly.
Roll 8. Take the bite.
And I think it's very important that,
duty.
that they do verify credentials.
13 seconds going to help anybody. Clear. Stand by camera 2.
The volunteers themselves don't become an unorganized mass, because that's not going to help anybody.
Cure.
We talked with the director of emergency services with the American Red Cross, who's stationed just south of New Orleans. He's stressed doctors are needed now, and he says many are overworked. We also contacted the Department of Health and Human Services, and they say they will send people to the affected areas when the individual state governments request the need. And they say no requests have been made in Missouri and Kansas.
Stand by for reveal on 5.
Well, the Kansas governor is answering the Red Cross's call for more blood donations. Not only did she give blood yesterday, she organized a blood drive for state employees today in Topeka. Governor Kathleen Sebelius chose to give yesterday since she was in Hutchinson today for the opening of the state fair. She says just one more way that we can help.
Cure.
When a teenager first learns to drive, it can be an exciting experience. Today, the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety used a new tool to give students a first-hand look at the dangers of impaired driving. KOAM's Reka Mudarov explains.
Roll 6. Take the package.
It may look
137
like
standard camera 2 desk, camera 1 weather 2 shot. We'll tag out on 2.
On a joyride.
I probably hit about like 40 cones, and like each of those cones could have been like, you know, a child or, you know, a person in the road or a car or anything.
It's called the Sydney Project, an interactive presentation geared to teach students about the dangers of driving impaired.
What's an 8?
Whether under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or by simply being distracted.
Should be in 7.
We were telling them about, you know, how this may be fun right now, and that's what it's set up and designed for, but in a real-life situation,
and then I
they
go
may not get that chance.
This isn't your average go-kart with a computer on the back.
No, I'm sorry, that got moved. That's in the first story of the B block.
When they put a 2-second delay on the go-kart, students struggle to stay on course.
Here comes
we think if we give them the
it should be
experience
just if you can just move it to the first story for the B block.
Open their eyes, maybe even scare a few people.
Yeah, just throw them up.
They'll think before they get behind the wheel if they're impaired, or if they're before they get behind the wheel with someone else who might be impaired.
Students say they realize the course is only a taste of the dangers of impaired driving.
The kids that we're watching,
hi Curtis,
they got to see firsthand what it's like to witness a drunk driver, and if not driving drunk, hopefully they think to call somebody before.
MoDOT hopes the combination of a hands-on experience and safety tips
10
will
seconds,
help
stand by camera
teenagers
2.
be more careful on the road. Luckily for these students, they can walk away from their accident today unharmed. In Mount Vernon, Rekha Mudaraj, KOAM News.
Cure.
The Southwest Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety was formed in hopes of bringing down traffic deaths. Today's events were organized with the help of the Lawrence County Sheriff's Department and Missouri Department of Transportation. That's just 2 of the participating agencies. If you're going to be outside this weekend, make sure you take the water, the sunscreen. Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us. It's going to be hot.
Yeah, still summertime officially, and it's definitely going to feel like it over the next couple days. Mostly sunny skies, temperatures shooting way up there. 93 tomorrow, 92 degrees on Sunday.
Is that the correct bomb, Travis?
Skies. Thankfully, I don't know. I had changes as we head into next week. Good chances for rain. We're going to talk a little more about that. All coming up
Stand by 2 to bomb.
All right, thanks, Doug.
Cue music.
And that is a check on tonight's weather and top stories in our first 7 minutes. Coming up on KOAM News at 10, the U.S. Senate acts on a bill proposed by Missouri Senator Jim Towns.
Roll it. Take VR.
Live from KOAM
I have
TV.
something U.S.
It is, you know what? It is what I asked to be edited. It's just not what I wrote to. I checked out of this week. Like
it just looks like some radio thing or something. I just see bill proposal. Okay. 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 Shots today. Cure.
Missouri Senator Jim Towns' bill designed to combat methamphetamine gets the U.S. Senate's approval. The law is based on Oklahoma's requiring cold medicines containing pseudoephedrine be kept behind pharmacy counters. The federal law would limit the amount a person can buy each month and require people to sign a log and show an ID. Their information would be entered into a computer database to make sure they don't buy more than the monthly limit. The U.S. House will now consider the bill.
Cure.
A Missouri man who killed a Kansas woman in a hit-and-run incident will soon have to start caring for her grave. The man is supposed to get out of jail next week. A condition of his release is that he visit the victim's grave and personally handle all the groundskeeping every other week for 2 years.
Cure.
The Kansas State Fair opened today with the governor introducing the new state quarter. Governor Kathleen Sebelius says the quarter's buffalo and sunflower design represents the heritage and tradition of Kansas.
Stand by camera 1.
The quarters are on sale at this year's fair, which continues until the 18th.
Cure.
It took surviving a hurricane for a 10-year-old Louisiana girl to get a recording contract. Just a few days after 10-year-old Olivia McReynolds was heard singing about the hurricane that she just escaped, a recording studio volunteered to record her a cappella version of the Rascal Flatts song, Bless the Broken Road. Olivia, who is staying in Kansas City now, is giving the money made from her CD sales to a church in Louisiana that is caring for kidney dialysis patients who survived Katrina.
And Cure music.
Next on KOAM News at 10, meteorologist Doug Hetty is back with a complete check of our weekend forecast. First, a look at tonight's lottery.
What's up? What's up? There you go. Oh, cool. Thanks, Molly. 16.
Is Doug going short tonight?
Stand by VR. Roll it. Take VR.
WSI St. John's, WSI. And for her sports bump, she said she can ad-lib, but
it's fine. Tell her I have something written.
Thank you.
It's not just good, it's Sonic good. Now,
stand by camera 2.
Meteorologist Doug Hetty with Skywatch 7 weather, featuring Doppler 7000.
You're up.
Well, we made it through the work week. Temperatures on the hot side all week long. Back up into lower 90s for afternoon highs today. Back up to officially 91 degrees. And guess what? This is day number 18 that we have seen temperatures at or above normal. And the average high for this time of the year is 84 degrees. St. John's, Skynet 7 area, live temperature 79, Webb City 81. Pittsburgh, Parsons is at 80 degrees, much of the same Fort Scott. We have 69, a little cooler in the Valley in Seneca and also in Anderson at 69. 9 degrees. Officially, Joplin Airport, 76 degrees. The south wind fairly light at about 5 to 10. Pressure has been dropping. Humidity sitting at 64%, and there's just not much going on across the central parts of the U.S. We have clouds to the north, back to the west, down to the south, back towards the east, everywhere.
The 30-minute show, you mean?
But we do have a hurricane that we are keeping our eyes on, Ophelia. She is
we're still running cover, right?
Just off the coast of Florida. Fairly weak. Category 1, but it looks like she will actually sit out in the Atlantic over the next couple days, strengthen, then head towards the Carolinas, probably late Monday into Tuesday. So we'll definitely have to keep our eyes on that, especially if you have family over on the East Coast, because that could cause some troubles.
I don't have one for KOM. I just have one for Fox.
Next week.
I didn't make any for KOM.
Nothing going on. We have clear skies. That looks like
83, oh no, 8380 is the Four-State Friday Night copy.
One storm system to our north and to our northwest. Here's a warm front draped across the northern plains. We are on the south side of the front. So as long as you're on the south side, you get the southerly winds and the very warm temperatures. Still, at the 10 o'clock hour, it's hazy, hot, and humid with those temperatures into the upper 70s, near 80 degrees. We're going to bounce back into the 90s tomorrow. All the rain will stay well out to the west, western parts of the plains. We'll have a nice southerly fetching winds, 90s for afternoon highs. Mostly sunny skies. That will be much of the same, even on Sunday. Finally, some changes by the early part of next week. Here comes the front.
I don't know, Melanie, what are you doing for Fox
through, but it's going to hang out on top of us for 3, 4, 5 days, giving us rain chances, something we can actually use.
Dominic
no rain tomorrow. A couple college football games, one at 6 p.m. MSSU is at home.
If you want to save those in your own bin or somewhere, that's
and then PSU
oh, camera's clear.
Is at home as well. 89 degrees during the evening hours. So looks pretty good for college football. It's just going to be hot and sticky. 68 tonight, a warm, sticky September night. South winds 5 to 10. 93 tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, hot and humid once again.
Fox,
and of course, the weekend a broken record, but those rain chances definitely increase by the beginning part of next week, something we can definitely use.
Definitely hope we get to see that next week. All right. Thanks, Doug.
Kira music.
And that is going to do it for us tonight. Chad Klein and Ben Scott are in next with Four-State Friday Night.
Let's check the VR. I'm off headset for a second.
Meteorologist Doug Hetty has both the AMS and NWA seals of approval. Think it's every occasion.
Just don't know where.
Chad's going to be doing Joplin Highlands off teleprompter. So please watch the prompter.
All right, stand by. All right, you don't have a title? All right, it's all right. Okay. Stand by camera 1, eventually. Just go ahead and use first score. There it is. Stand by 1. And cue them.
Woo, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to week 2 of Four-State Friday Night, where we divide the contenders and the first week flukes.
That is right. Joplin lost the heartbreaker on the road in Glendale last week. Tonight, head coach Doug Buckmaster would make his home debut in crimson and blue.
That's right. We take you out to the action. Pick it up in the fourth quarter. We're tied 21-21. First down, ball on the 34. Joplin's Blake Chapman to Preston Hill, and Hill is going to find the end zone.
Score a video wipe in the 7th.
27-21 Eagles, and you know what that means? That means cheerleaders warm up them biceps.
You're score a video wipe in the 6th. Yeah.
Hey, those aren't girly push-ups. Those are good.
Which team are you talking about the prompter, Darren?
And who's he going to find with Preston Hill again?
Which team was he saying he was going to read off the prompter?
Clock, and how about
this one? Stand by 6.
Doug Buckmaster.
All right.
You get it, 27.
Roll 6. Take it.
Webb City hosting Republic. Cardinals up 2-0 in the first
His mic
quarter.
is not on or something.
How about Michael
Bring the music down a little bit.
Andrew Stanley call from 2004.
Clear.
He wants his game
Clear.
back.
Score a video the board.
Taking it down inside the Republic 5. And of course, on the very next play, who you give it to but number 32, Marty Rogers. Up and over for the score.
Works.
Webb takes a 9-0 lead. We're still in the first quarter when Brad Workman.
Oh, wait, not board. We're coming out on 1.
Work it. Find Marcus Osborne in the corner of the end zone.
No, wait.
The Cardinals 16-0 lead.
Oh, wiping the 7?
2 shutouts on the season. They
stand by 7.
48-35. 0.
Clear them.
Carthage trying to worm their way into the win column, hosting Ozark tonight.
Damn,
Brett Walster
the
at the
freaking
signal
page
car
again.
for Ozark. He takes it in.
Clear. Score video out on
Ozark
1 now.
Tigers a 14-7 lead.
Damn.
Carthage D started getting a little tough. Gonna see.
Yeah, we come out on camera.
Walster trying to make the
Then we
pass,
get a video.
forced by the Carthage defense.
Sorry.
Nice.
That would be the end of that drive. Still in the third quarter, the Tigers driving the Carthage Tigers. That is Jordan Moore. He's got 99 problems, but the pitch ain't one. Taking it up the field, gonna get into Ozark territory. Big hit there on Jordan, but he holds on to the ball.
Naughty.
The Carthage would get inside the 10-yard line with a minute left and could not punch the ball in on a 4th and 7.
Stand by camera 1.
And they end up losing this one tonight, 14-7.
My goodness. The Miami War Dogs impressed in week 1, dismantling a Carthage team that was ranked in the top 10 in Class 4 Missouri football.
And the Grove Ridge Runners also posted a W last Friday, setting up a battle of two 1-0 Oklahoma schools. We go to NEO tonight. Pick it up when Kalen Woods, who give to Logan Sable. This guy's got D1
score video
talent.
wiping
Into
a 5.
the end zone for the War Dogs. They take a 7-0 lead. But Grove, the Ridge Runners, will not go into the night.
Not quite.
Casey Threet. How's this for a quarterback name? Casey Threet up top to Bubba Neal. You know, somebody in Grove's got to be named Bubba. And he's going to pull down this touchdown for the Ridge Runners. That would make it 7-7, and the Grove fans are going wild. Later, Kalen Woods, though, has set the Miami school record for passing.
No Nats?
He
No
knows how to
kidding.
put the ball up in the air. He's going to get the on the QB keeper, going to sneak it in for a huge gain for the War Dogs.
Nice.
And it would be all Miami tonight. This
stand
one
by
pretty much
5.
over in the fourth quarter. Miami with a 46-21.
Row 5. Take it.
Not shabby. Elsewhere we go. Macaulay hosting Wyandotte. Quarterback Matt Carr, the fake to 20. Fakes out the cameraman.
Clear. Score video.
To Naylor
Wiping
Spry.
the 6.
That's complete, and Spry. Oh, how spry
Let's
he
see.
is.
Let's see that
Pretty
one.
nice. A little bit later, it's Carr. A handoff to Matt Snow. Snow going to get the ball right down in there, and then it's Matt Snow again. Make it 7-0 Macaulay.
Stand by 6.
Wins. They're 2-0 on the season. Final of 13.
Roll 6.
2.
Take it.
Elsewhere, Missouri. Number 7 on the back of the Carl Junction helmets in memory of Nick Ross, the running back who played so well at Bulldog Stadium. Pick this one up.
Score
Micah
video
Peterson, the handoff to Seth Rock. Rock barrels in to cut the lead, 19-12 Bulldogs. CJ getting a nice score on the handoff. Scott Thompson making a score, and CJ goes up 26-12 a couple of plays later. CJ's Clay Bollinger. Chad Snyder, he says. Pretty nice. He's going to zigzag all the way down. 53 yards. What a night for CJ. They take it a final of 53-12.
On the board.
Elsewhere around Missouri, we have a nice Aurora game. Shutting out East Newton 28-0, and it was Seneca 2-0 on the season all over Mount Vernon, 40-7.
Cue him.
Stay tuned because we still have Kansas.
Stand by for music. Stand by boards.
In 4 State Friday night.
That is right. As we go to break, here's some scores from around
music
here.
On the boards. What'd he say? How long? Check his mic. Okay. You said 36 seconds. Amanda? Okay.
He is turning his mic on now, right?
You got more music? Okay. Stand by VR. 36. All right. Kansas Quapaw.
You want the time when they go to break.
All right. That's it. Stand by VR. Roll it. Take it.
Welcome to the
Plaza
Dodge.com.
You gotta hurry because once the Dodge you want is gone, it's gone.
And cue him.
Welcome back to 4 State Friday night, where we head east to Kansas.
That's right. Both Pittsburgh and Parsons rolled big victories in their home debuts last week, but only one team can be left standing tonight in Viking country, and also atop the SEK. We head out there. They love tight ends.
I don't even want to know what the Parsons fans are thinking with that.
Mine either. Anyway, Ty Seam, a great completion up top, and Parsons a nice pickoff, and they take it deep into their own zone. Congratulations to their Kyle Yonker. Not bad as Darren Kelly gets it back. Pitt also showing some good D, though. Ryan Mal, Francisco Lopez, they both combined for sack, and then, oh my goodness, Jeff Scheibe dropping the bomb from Kelly wide. They can't hold on.
Stand by and wipe the 6.
23-6.
Roll 6. Take it.
Wilbette County hosting Chanute tonight. Number 80, Neil Smith for Labette, the 18-yard reception. Going to go up top.
Clear. Score video the board.
Hartman, first down for Labette County. Chanute now with a 10-7 lead in this one. Chanute, though, coming back. Nathan Ohlert Gonna break off a nice 54-yard run. Where are you, Nathan? There he is. There he is. Running up the left side. Where are you, Nathan?
Alert! Alert!
Nathan
Alert!
Taking it in for the Blue Comets. Over again. This guy runs hard into the LCHD defense. There he is. Looking like Merton Hanks a little bit from the old 49ers. That was his name, right? Merton Hanks?
Sure.
Up there for the Chinook. 3rd and 11, though, for the Grizzlies. Later on, a little bet with the long bomb. Neil Smith dropping back. Fans, wait for it. No good.
Wow.
Labette, though they pull off the victory tonight, they take it 14-10.
Clear board.
Elsewhere around the SEK Conference, Fort Scott keeps their record of 1-1. They take care of action.
Yeah, it's the only one
51-6. Jacob Latimer, 3 touchdowns in that game. Iola, 2-0. They take care of Potterville, 32-6. The Frontenac Raiders nearly shocked the CNC last week, coming up just short of their bid to upset Colgan.
Meanwhile, the Southeast Lancers picked up where they left off in 2004 by starting, of course, last week with a victory.
Take it.
That's right, to the ball game we go. Everybody pumped up for this one. Southeast down 12-6 in the 3rd. Nathan Eby faking the handoff, then turns it upfield. This is going to be a good 35-yard gain. Pretty nice, but a Lancer fumble would give Frontenac the ball, and from there, Jake Morris taken over. He's going to find Chris Knopp, who's going to run it all the way back across the field for a nice 13-yard gain. A lot of running, about 100 yards on that.
Or unless you get time.
Couple of plays later, though, Frontenac looking pretty.
I was talking about making credits for
the show, too. Going to be keeping the ball on the ground with Jake Morris. Frontenac gets in there for the touchdown. They get 18-6. Raiders, they go on to take it a final 24.
Roll 8. Take it.
Jake Morris, the red-headed strangers for the Raiders. Northeast at Galena at Northeast. First quarter.
Clear.
Bad snap there
score video.
Ooh, look at the Galena D.
5.
Picking it up. The Bulldogs with an easy touchdown. They take an early 6-0 lead. After a Northeast punt, Galena's Kellen Ryan with the give to Travis Albright. And Travis is going to pick up 20 yards. Girl, camera person almost gets hurt. I said camera person. That's right. 2 plays later, Kellen Ryan with the play of the night.
Really?
Up to Kyler Cosgrove. And how's that for the catch by Cosgrove? The Bulldogs, the Fox 14 team of the week. They moved to 2-0 on the year.
Stand by 5.
41.
Roll 5.
Wow.
Take it.
Elsewhere in the CNC, the Baxter Lions looking for a win against the Colgan Panthers. First quarter, 7-0 Panthers. Jeff Smith, the handoff to Tyler Riggs.
Clear. Score
Riggs
video. Wiping the 6.
Room to run. A nice touchdown. Make it 14-0 Colgan. Lions would answer right back on the ensuing drive. Zach Wilson looking to the end zone, and he finds Chris Kemp. That touchdown would cut it to a 14-6 deficit. Second quarter, though, here comes Jeff Smith and Colgan. He's going to find Brendan Mitchelson in the corner of the end zone. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, make it 20-6. And then, after Baxter forced to punt, Brett Norris. The reverse to Zach Caldwell. This one of 2 punt returns in the half for Caldwell. Colgan goes up 28-6. They take the game.
Stand by 6. Roll 6. Take it.
Meanwhile, Riverton hosting Columbus. We take you there, pick it up in the 3rd quarter. 12-0 Titans. First play of the second half for Riverton. Rance Berry on the
score
carry.
video the board.
Outside, huge gain. The Riverton series, though, would end in a punt, much to the coach's dismay. Titans' first possession of the half then. Chris Dooley rolling out to find Ethan Turner. 48-yard gain. This would lead to a Zach Kellogg touchdown, as it's all Columbus tonight. They take it a final of 27-0.
Clear board. On the board.
Oh, my goodness. Elsewhere, Girard gets past Erie, a final
Stand by
of 48-7.
Roll 7. Take it.
Elsewhere in the state of Kansas, Jayhawk Lynn taking on Oswego. Oswego down 40-0. But Al Whip would have something to say about that. Wimp.
Clear. Score video back out on 1.
88 yards.
You don't have it?
Due east. This one.
No rollout, guys.
The first score of the game for Oswego, but it wasn't meant to be.
Stand by camera 1.
Goes on to take the game a final of 40-6.
So there's a lot more gridiron action tomorrow in the college game.
Board. Oh, yes, there is. Both Missouri Southern and Pitt State open up their conference schedules at home. And here's a look at all the action around on Saturday. Missouri Southern kicks it off at 6 p.m.
We need a rollout.
Pitt State, number 8, hosting number 23, Missouri Western.
All right. Stand by 1. Let him know, no rollout.
Scott hosting NEO. Coffeyville.
We will. Stand by 1. Cue him. Give me copyright. I'll just key it in over him.
We're going to be back here on Fox 14 at 11 p.m., but until then, good night.
Stand by VR. Roll it, take it.
Salon service is provided by Salon Blonde, 529 South Main in Joplin.
Well, I need to know that.
Closed captioning brought to you by